RTV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock. Rachel and Carson here with you. Ryan and Kate still have the morning off. So Carson and I holding it down.
Back at it.
Back at it. It is Friday, February 20th. We made it to Friday.
Yeah.
And 2 days in a row for you, I think, no storm team alert.
No storm team alert. The wall, yes, it's yellow, not red, so that's some good news. Although we could see a little bit of tricky travel across parts of central New York today, Rachel. Mainly just rain for many, including here in Syracuse as our next system gets set to slide on in. Already some damp roadways, though, to the west of Syracuse on our CAV Skynet 9 camera over in downtown Auburn. That's because we've already got a few light showers starting to roll on in between Auburn and Syracuse. Potentially a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle south and east of the city early this morning, so watch out. Could be a few slick spots initially south of Syracuse, but then especially to our north and east as the day wears on, as that area of precipitation continues to expand. As you see here, it's rolling in right now over portions of southwestern New York. That'll be here as we progress through the morning. Temperature-wise right now, luckily most spots starting the day above freezing, including here in Syracuse at 35 in Rome, 36 in Fulton at this hour. And eventual highs for many of us climbing well into the 30s, some spots near and south and west of Syracuse in particular, even climbing into the low 40s. However, again, at the onset of precipitation, like we're already starting to find this morning, a little bit of an icy, wintry mix potentially across the southern portions of central New York. We've got winter weather advisories up for Madison, Cortland, and Chenango counties. Those only go until noon, but where those winter weather advisories are in place a little bit longer, north and east of Syracuse, up east of Lake Ontario in particular, that's where we're going to find more of an extended period of some wet, slushy snow and some areas of an icy, wintry mix. So another kind of messy forecast for today. Complicated forecast in terms of precipitation types. We'll try and break it all down for you coming up with the timecast and show you the ice and snow maps coming up in the full storm team forecast in just a bit.
Thank you, Carson.
Now, storm team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
5:12, good Friday morning. Once again, central New York already starting to find a little bit of precipitation showing up on the radar picture. Mainly just some light rain drizzle, probably more than anything. Also, a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle potentially already occurring down to portions of Chenango and Cortland counties. Watch out for a couple of slick spots, especially south of Syracuse over the next couple of hours before the focal point for additional wintry mixed precipitation and some wet snow going to be found for much of the day north and east of Syracuse. Here in Syracuse, much of central New York just going to be dealing with some rain as this wide swath of precipitation rolls on in. So we've already got temperatures above freezing across most of the New York State Mesonet reporting sites. High temperatures for today. How about this? Pretty mild once again, climbing well up into the 30s to around or just above 40 degrees, especially the farther south and west you travel from Syracuse. Better chances out toward the Finger Lakes up at the south shore of Lake Ontario of reaching 40 degrees or better for today. By 7 a.m., here's where the precipitation is, mainly in the form of rain, including here in Syracuse, but already starting to find that threat for a little bit of freezing rain east of Syracuse out toward the Mohawk Valley. Some wintry mix, some snow likely to continue as we head through the day out toward the Mohawk Valley, likewise up into the Tug Hill Plateau, parts of the Adirondacks and the North Country, in and around the Syracuse area, points south and west, though, again, mainly just seeing precipitation in the form of rain heading through the day. Bit of a lull in precipitation, though, toward the midday, early afternoon time frame, but after about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll start to find precipitation filling in once again. Mild enough to support mainly rain, including here in Syracuse. And then as we head into this evening, as temperatures start to drop, rain, areas of an icy, wintry mix gradually transition over to some snow. We'll be in and out of some snow showers here, it looks like, heading through the night with a few of those flakes lingering into the day on Saturday as well. In terms of ice accumulation, this map takes us from 7 o'clock this Friday morning until 7 this evening. Could find a light glaze early on this morning, again, south of Syracuse, but in particular around 1/10 of an inch of ice, maybe some locally higher amounts for the Tug Hill Plateau, and points out into the Mohawk Valley as well. In terms of total snowfall amounts, remember, we're all transitioning over to a little bit of snow tonight. This map starts this morning, 7 a.m., goes through 7 a.m. tomorrow. So 24-hour snow total with much of this falling as we head through tonight. Coating to an inch or so at best. Syracuse up toward Fulton, Oswego out to Sodus, Waterloo, and Auburn. Could find 1 to 2, locally 3 inches of snow accumulation as we head through tonight, in particular across the higher terrain south of Syracuse. Syracuse. 3 to 6 inches of new snow over the next 24 hours up on the Tug Hill Plateau into northern Oneida County. Still some scattered snow showers and flurries around, an additional coating to an inch possible across central New York as we head through the day tomorrow. Bit of a lull in precipitation tomorrow night before those snow shower chances are on the rise once again heading into the day on Sunday. A few flakes around early next week, turning colder by Tuesday.
Right now it is 5.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Coming up on 524 with a live look outside for you early this Friday morning using our tower cam over downtown Syracuse. A few drops already on the camera lens right now with the current temperature at 35 degrees. Feeling colder though with that east wind, 16 miles per hour. Wind chill a full 10 degrees colder than that actual air temperature. Luckily though, speaking of air temperatures, many of us starting the day here on the New York State Mesonet reporting sites above freezing. So I think for the most part, we're just dealing with rain showers today, including here in Syracuse. A little bit of patchy freezing drizzle potentially at the onset right now south and east of Syracuse, but I think that threat for any icy mixed precipitation going to be found northeast of Syracuse for the most part as we head through this morning. Places like the Mohawk Valley, Tug Hill Plateau, Adirondacks, North Country, seeing more in the way of snow and a wintry mix. Bit of a lull in precipitation during the early afternoon before rain redevelops later on today.
Burrowing into Brian's sweater, but naturally, Bonnie does pull out of the sweater whenever he pulls up to a drive-thru. So cute. Oh my gosh. Love that too. How about it? Good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 5:30. You got Rachel and Carson here with you. Ryan and Kate still off. Those slackers must be nice. It is Friday, February 20th. Carson and I holding it down. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for waking up again with us this morning.
Staying awake.
Yeah, as best you can.
We made it. And, you know, we made it through a pretty quiet day yesterday, Rachel. Today, turning a little more active. But the good news versus the other day, though, more in the way of rain than anything for today with temperatures, again, climbing into the 30s to near 40. Saw downtown right there, a couple raindrops on the camera lens. A little bit of light precipitation, light drizzle, even some patchy freezing drizzle rolling in right now. But that precipitation will continue to expand in coverage, mainly, again, in the form of rain as we head through this morning. Temperature-wise, there you have it across central New York. Most spots above freezing right now, including here in Syracuse. Current temperature at 35 degrees at the airport. Eventual high, upper 30s to right around just above 40 near and south and west of Syracuse. A little bit cooler off to the north and east, though, and that's where I think the threat for a little more snow and wintry mix hangs on the longest. That's where we've got winter weather advisories posted for the longest period of time. Again, for areas north and east of Syracuse, winter weather advisories up for Madison, Cortland, and Chenango counties. Those were until noon as we see just that threat for a little bit of icy precipitation at the onset, but mainly rain for those areas as well for today. A lot to break down. We'll show you the timecast hour by hour, the ice, snowfall maps, and that weekend forecast. That's all straight ahead in just a bit.
Thank you, Carson.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Let's over to 5:44 on the dot early this Friday morning. Starting to find precipitation expanding in coverage a little bit already this morning from our next system. We'll zoom in, take a closer look. Most of this very, very light rain shower activity, probably just some patchy drizzle more than anything. Could be experiencing a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle. I think it's probably overdone at this point on the radar, but you get the picture. Anywhere you see the pink could be just a touch on the icy side early this Friday morning. We'll expand out the view and you'll see there is more precipitation to come on through back to our south and west. So precipitation continuing to expand in coverage and to some extent intensity as well as the morning wears on. Bottom line though, mainly just seeing rain for places like Syracuse Point South and Southwest in particular. North and east of Syracuse, Mohawk Valley, Tug Hill Plateau, Adirondacks, parts of the North Country. That's where a more extended period of snow and an icy wintry mix is expected as we head through the day. Temperatures largely a little bit above freezing here on the New York State Mesonet reporting sites as of right now. Eventual highs for today climbing well up into the 30s to around just above 40 for many. In particular, some of those milder spots a little above 40 south and west of Syracuse from the Finger Lakes back toward the south shore of Lake Ontario. So as that precipitation continues to expand in coverage by 7 a.m., again, mainly falling is just some rain, but a little bit of an icy mix, some freezing rain potentially by that point east of Syracuse out toward the Mohawk Valley. The focal point, the highest chance for any wintry mix, any snow today, going to be again north and east of Syracuse, Mohawk Valley. Some of that snow and mix developing developing across the Tug Hill Plateau, parts of the North Country, the Adirondacks as well. As the morning wears on, we're mild enough to just see mainly just some rain showers here again. Syracuse points south and southwest. Bit of a lull in precipitation early to mid-afternoon, and then eventually more precipitation gets set to develop, mainly in the form of rain once again, but some snow, maybe some mixed precipitation continuing north and east of Syracuse by the end of the day. All of us then transition over to seeing the opportunity for a few scattered snow showers rolling on through as temperatures drop heading into this evening and overnight, with a few of those snow showers lingering into the day on Saturday as well. In terms of ice accumulation, a light glaze possible for a few spots south of Syracuse this morning, but generally best chance for around 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation, perhaps a little bit more. Going to be up toward the Tug Hill Plateau out into the Mohawk Valley. In terms of total snow accumulation, this map takes us from 7 o'clock this morning all the way through 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So a 24-hour total, most of this falling tonight as we make that transition to colder temperatures and some snow. And not much more than an inch here. Syracuse up toward Oswego, Fulton, back towards Sodus, Waterloo, Auburn. Some of the higher hills south of Syracuse could pick up 1 to 2, locally 3 inches of new snowfall tonight, 3 to 6 inches of snow from today and tonight up on the Tug Hill Plateau. Again, a few scattered snow showers, a light accumulation possible, cutting to an inch at best in spots during the day on Saturday. Bit of a lull tomorrow night, and then snow shower chances ramp back up once again to close out the weekend on Sunday. The high in the low to mid 30s, close to the freezing mark Monday, then dropping back temporarily into the 20s on Tuesday. Above freezing. Same deal as we zoom in and take a closer look at our New York State mesonet sites as well. Best chance for any icy precipitation for a longer extension of time today going to be found, I think, north and east of Syracuse, but already potentially a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle south and east of Syracuse at this point. Syracuse area points south and west, though, I think mainly just seeing rain for today. A bit of a lull in precipitation early to mid-afternoon. Rain, some mixed precipitation redeveloping later on today, and we all go over, Rachel, to some snow showers tonight. I'll show you the snowfall map coming up in the next hour.
Okay. This morning marking the first Friday of Lent.
SYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. Happy Friday. It is 6 o'clock. You got Rachel and Carson here with you. Ryan and Kate still off.
Still off.
Still slackers.
Nowhere to be found.
Hello. But we're holding it down. And you were saying, so yesterday we had a pretty easy day for you.
Decent. Yeah.
Today it's going to turn a bit?
Yeah, a little more active, but mainly just seeing rain as temperatures again, Rachel, climb in the 30s to near 40 degrees, but some spots we'll see a little bit of icy mixed precipitation, a little bit of snow as well. Right now, looks to be just some rain showers, very light rain at that as you take a live look outside atop our News Channel 9 studios here in East Syracuse using our roof cam. You see mainly just some very light rain showers here. Syracuse points south and west, but there could right now be just a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle for areas south and east of Syracuse. We're seeing the pink there over portions of Madison, Shenango, and Cortland counties. Got winter weather alerts, or winter weather advisories there, I should say, until noon today. That precipitation will continue to expand in coverage as the morning wears on, but again, temperatures across most of the area above freezing at this point. That's why I'm thinking, including here in Syracuse, we will just see rain as we head through the day. Highs this afternoon topping out in the upper 30s to around or just above 40 degrees south and west of Syracuse. A little bit cooler to the north and east. That is where we anticipate snow or an icy wintry mix to persist the longest, where you see those winter weather advisories posted for the counties east of Lake Ontario until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll break down everything you need to know with a look at our timecast hour by hour and show you the latest ice and snow accumulation maps coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Carson.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
It's 12 early this Friday morning, and take a look at the radar picture. Central New York, we got some precipitation already starting to roll in, mainly just in the form of some pretty light rain showers, some drizzles, some sprinkles near and south and west of Syracuse. Could be a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle at this hour, though, where you're seeing that pink showing up south and east of Syracuse, near Hamilton, Pitcher, toward Marathon, even close to Norwich as well. So watch out, could be a couple slick spots south and east of Syracuse initially this morning before the focal point for a wintry mix or snow going to be found mainly north and east of Syracuse heading through the day. But again, for many spots like you see here out of western New York, once that overspread central New York, we're seeing just mainly rain as we head through today. Temperatures, yes, above freezing for most of these New York State Mesonet reporting sites at this hour. Take a look at the highs for today, getting close to 40 degrees here in Syracuse, doing a little bit better than 40 it looks like later this afternoon south and west of Syracuse toward the Finger Lakes back to the south shore of Lake Ontario. Just a little bit cooler for areas to the north and east, but most of us at minimum at least in the mid-30s for this afternoon. Timecast, let's take you through it hour by hour as promised, show you what's going on with the precipitation. By 7 a.m., the top of the hour, anticipating most spots to be seeing just some plain old rain, but a little bit of icy wintry mix, some freezing rain in particular east of Syracuse out toward the Mohawk Valley and places like the Mohawk Valley, Tug Hill Plateau up into the Adirondacks, parts of the North Country outside of the immediate Watertown area, dealing with that threat for snow and wintry mix for much of today as we head toward Syracuse and points south and west, though that's where the threat for rain remains with temperatures in the 30s to around or just above 40 degrees. Widespread precipitation this morning through midday, and then early to mid-afternoon we start to find a little break in the precipitation, some additional rain showers, some patchy wintry mix, and a little bit of snow develop once again, though, late this afternoon before we all go over to seeing chances for snow showers as those temperatures gradually drop through the 30s, even 20s for some by 11 o'clock this evening up across the far north country. In and out of some snow showers as we head through late this evening and tonight with a few flakes lingering even into the day on Saturday as well, with light accumulation expected during the day tomorrow. In terms of any ice accumulation, a tenth, maybe locally up to 2/10 of an inch of a glaze of ice here north and east of Syracuse, again up towards spots like the Tug Hill Plateau out into the Mohawk Valley. Could see a brief light glaze of ice south of Syracuse as well as some of that patchy freezing drizzle. That map taking us through 7 this evening. The map behind me, our forecast snowfall taking us from 7 this morning till 7 tomorrow morning. So during that 24-hour period, much of this again falling tonight, coating to an inch or so of snow, Syracuse, Auburn, Waterloo, up to Sodus, Fulton, Oswego, 1 to 2, locally 3 inches of snow accumulation tonight down across the hills south of Syracuse, 3 to 6 inches possible east of Lake Ontario, Tug Hill Plateau, northern Oneida County today through tonight. A few snow showers linger into the day tomorrow, bit of a lull in precipitation tomorrow night. Snow shower chances back on the rise once again as we close out the weekend on Sunday. Your forecast high on Sunday here in Syracuse again in the mid-30s, closer to the freezing mark here by the time we get into the day on Monday. A couple of snow showers possible, but again, a little bit of dry time Monday and Tuesday. But Rachel, we're back temporarily in the 20s Tuesday. Temperatures rising and with some more rain and snow mid to late next week.
Okay, well, this morning, marking the first Friday.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Just over to 626. Good Friday morning once again, Central New York. Already starting to find a little bit of light rain shower activity here in Syracuse as we take a live look outside using our CAB Skynet 9 camera. Along with those light showers, temperatures just mild enough to support a little bit of light rain, right? 35 at the airport. East-northeast breeze, 11 miles per hour, though, making it feel a little bit chillier, more like 27 at this hour. That's the current wind chill. Air temperatures across Central New York largely above freezing right now. Even as we zoom in, take a closer look at some of the New York State Mesonet reporting sites. That's why I'm thinking we're just going to see mainly rain from much of Central New York today. Best chance for a little bit of icy precipitation at the onset here this morning, south and east of Syracuse, as you're already seeing on the radar picture. Rachel, best chance for an extended period of some wet snow, icy wintry mix today. Going to be found north and east of Syracuse, places like the Tug Hill Plateau, Mohawk Valley, parts of the North Country, Adirondacks, a little slicker up that way for today.
Okay. Well, today, the first Friday of Lent. So for our question of the day.
Storm Team meteorologist Carson Metcalf with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Good Friday morning, Central New York, 641 as precipitation for our next weather system continues to overspread here. Mainly just seeing precipitation in the form of rain, including here in and around the Syracuse area, points south and west. But off to the east and southeast of Syracuse, where you're seeing the pink showing up. That's a little bit of a light freezing rain just west of Rome. Same deal south and east of Syracuse. Just got a report from our weather watcher, Will, over in Smyrna. Says some light freezing rain right at 32 degrees at his place there right now. So watch out for some slick spots. Wherever you're seeing the pink showing up on the radar this morning, I think most of this does become rain south of Syracuse heading through the day. Maybe a few snowflakes in the mix too this morning. Main areas that are going to find some of that icy precipitation going to be east and northeast of Syracuse. Places like the Tug Hill, Adirondacks, parts of the North Country, and out toward the Mohawk Valley for today. Temperature-wise, most of the New York State Mesonet reporting sites just a little bit above freezing. freezing at this point. Eventual highs for today, several degrees above freezing, upper 30s here in Syracuse, even low 40s west of Syracuse out toward parts of the Finger Lakes, back up toward the south shore of Lake Ontario. Generally a little bit cooler, though, north and east of Syracuse, hence that chance for some snow and wintry mix getting set to continue. It's mainly rain by the top of the hour, though, including here in Syracuse. Focal point for that freezing rain, mixed precipitation starting to turn toward the Mohawk Valley in the next hour or two. And as the precipitation continues to overspread the rest of northern parts of central New York up into the North Country, some additional areas of snow, wintry mix possible, some of those areas I just outlined. While meantime, with temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s near and south and west of Syracuse, mainly just seeing some plain old rain. All of us see a bit of a lull in precipitation early to mid-afternoon. The radar picture should fill back in once again with a few rain and elevation snow showers late today toward the evening commute. Eventually, as temperatures turn colder, we all transition to see a period of snow showers scattered about the area as we head through this evening, with some snow showers lingering right through tonight, and a few flakes into the day on Saturday are expected as well. In terms of ice accumulation for today, anywhere from a light glaze south of Syracuse to a tenth to maybe locally 2/10 of an inch of ice accumulation, parts of the Tug Hill Plateau, again out into the Mohawk Valley as well. That's through 7 p.m. today, and then we all transition over to some snow showers. This is a 24-hour snowfall map starting this morning, top of the hour, 7 a.m., going through 7 a.m. tomorrow. Again, Syracuse, Fulton, Oswego up toward Pulaski, out to Sodus, Waterloo, Geneva, Auburn, Skinny Atlas. Not seeing much snow, an inch or less. Could find 1 to 2, locally 3 inches of snow. Again, that falling tonight south of Syracuse across the higher terrain. New snow through today and tonight east of Lake Ontario toward the Tug Hill Plateau. About 3 to 6 slushy inches of snow there. A few scattered snow showers continue as we head through tomorrow. Tomorrow night, a bit of a lull, couple flurries, light snow showers, not totally out of the question. Snow shower chances then back on the rise as we close out the weekend on Sunday. Temperatures in the mid-30s over the weekend, closer to the freezing mark here. We'll go 32 in Syracuse by the time we get to Monday. And once Tuesday rolls around, temperatures much cooler, only temporarily, though, in the mid-20s.
Okay, today marking the first Friday of Lent, we are asking for...
Not really a gold medal forecast for today, that's for sure, Rachel. We'll take a live look outside for you this time using our tower cam once again. A few raindrops on the camera lens, just kind of a dreary, gray-looking morning here. They are raindrops, though, because we got temperatures just above freezing, 34 degrees. Feeling colder, though, with that east-northeast breeze, 11 miles per hour. Precipitation type right now on the radar picture, mainly rain, but where we're seeing some mixed precipitation, a little bit of freezing rain, even a few snowflakes in the mix, east and southeast, especially of Syracuse right now. We will continue to find that focal point for any additional wintry mixed precipitation and a more persistent period of that and some snow become north and east of Syracuse as the day wears on. As we head through the midday, early afternoon, a lull in precipitation giving way to some more rain and elevation snow developing later on this afternoon. Rain goes over to snow showers for all of us as we head through tonight, coating to an inch or so of new snow tonight here in Syracuse, with a few snow showers expected to linger into the day on Saturday. High temperatures later this afternoon, upper 30s in Syracuse, low 40s out toward the Finger Lakes, back to the south shore of Lake Ontario. Just a little bit cooler off to the north and east, where those areas of wintry mix and snow are getting set to continue. Again, a few snow showers tomorrow, a little bit higher chance for a few snow showers Sunday. Temperatures cooling off a little bit, Rachel, into the mid-30s over the weekend.
Okay, don't forget to download WSYR Plus and join us at 7 for the morning news. We'll see you there in 2.5 minutes.